cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you want to start fast, and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it to him on the screen. He's loose. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Connection to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
To throw, it's Simpson. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Ready, fight. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Slithers into space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Scanning the field, it's Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Alabama pushing the tempo. straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make...
There he goes. To running room. Discards him with the stiff arm. 10. Touchdown, Missouri. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. On the run, it's Hardy. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first...
Oh, a lot of space. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job.
He lets one fly deep. It's complete.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast.
Let's go.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska.
Leaves it with the running back.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. Shakes off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Terry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Fires to the tight end.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's caught. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed into that.
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
35, Missouri, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And off from the shotgun. The Tide will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I'm sure they've got some great plays drawn up if they could ever run any of them without a penalty. 1st and 25. Toss sweep to the left. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With jet sweep pass. Oh, better look out. There he goes. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The hand to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give him 105 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll go to the counter. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Young. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the back. Hard running there. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he's stopped.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Horn. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. He might want another play. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a...
He lets it fly. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Horn. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. They got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Makes the catch right at the 50. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw to the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes that Alabama offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.